Hello everyone. How are you? Welcome to the Cold-2-Client course for freelancers and agency owners. My name is Sarah from Wide Web Leads, and before I get started, I do want to say that although Wide Web Leads is an amazing software that's going to help to automate your client acquisition process, I still believe that I still provided information that you can utilize to start your freelancing journey or your cold-to-client acquisition journey without any software. So you can just use free softwares or, like stuff like Google Sheets and Google Docs and Google Maps and stuff. Also, I want you to keep note of the little left-hand portion here. So this GIF will be changing a lot throughout the course just to keep you on your toes. And down here, you will be able to find our information. So like I said before, my name is Sarah from Wide Web Leads. And here's our Instagram page at Wide Web Leads and our email support@widewebleads.com. Also be sure to join the Facebook group and the live video chat every day at 6 p.m. where we will most likely have more affirmations in a cozy setting. So I haven't decided if I want this to be at 6 p.m. in the evening or at 8 a.m. In the morning for my Pacific Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time folks out there. As I mentioned before, disclaimer, let me get that off there. Although Wide Web Leads is a software that will make your cold email journey so much easier, I am going to show you other alternatives that I used before I created Wide Web Leads. And I want you to be fully engaged in this course and take notes, because even though this course is free, I have purchased $1,000 courses from Iman Gadzhi, Tai Lopez, Jorden Platten, pretty much everyone in this space right now who has a successful agency and they're selling a course. I have hunted it down and I've taken it. And a lot of the information in this course are from their courses. But also it's information that I've learned along the way in my journey. Okay, so here I am. My name is Sarah from Soul Media, which is my media business. We also have a YouTube channel, and as you can see, I like to change up my hair a lot. I'm really big on changing up my hair. But my favorite thing in the world, to be honest, is taking long walks on the beach or any waterfront and going on hikes and just taking long walks on the beach, pretty much. It's literally me. And I started my freelancing journey / agency journey in 2018 thanks to Iman Gadzhi. Now, just a quick little thing here, as you can see. I was actually endorsed by Iman for 3 of my skills here on LinkedIn. And a lot of the people here will think this is fake, but I guarantee you it's not a scam or fake person, because Iman had actually endorsed me when he first started his LinkedIn page with Natasha, his LinkedIn consultant here, and he was endorsing just people who followed him and purchased his course. So I just happened to be one of those people, and till this day I get people asking me how I got that endorsement. And also I love Natasha as well. She's one of my favorite LinkedIn lead generation consultants. And yeah, so a lot of people ask me, how did I get that endorsement? And truly, it's mainly because I was at the right place at the right time before he blew up. So that's one of my proudest accomplishments right there. But my second proudest accomplishment is growing my agency to $8,000 per month. And that was all in 1 month. And it was definitely a journey, because I started with cold calling, and that was so stressful for me, and it was a lot to deal with on my mental health, and it was just quite a bit. I have kind of a bit of anxiety. This kind of gotten a lot worse in 2020 with lockdown, and so I switched to cold emailing to try to maintain a lot of my peace of mind. And this is how I learned pretty much everything that I'm teaching you today. So I'm pretty early on in my cold email journey, and this channel is just a place where I can present you with all of the tips and strategies that I've learned along the way to help me to grow to this amount. And by all means, this is not a crazy amount. Oh, by the way, this is just a little screenshot payment link from one of my clients. I took this in April, and this was the most I received from a client. But I've had a few clients paying me this amount in US dollars, and I'm in Canada, by the way. So just for those naysayers out there, or anyone who's skeptical about me, I definitely do this for real. I love doing social media work, and yeah, I love creating content so much. I literally have 5 different YouTube channels, not even gonna lie. But I just love providing information, and so that is why I'm here with you today. I'm here to help you guys with your cold email outreach, and I want you to actually scale past what I have done. So this is just me like selling, website development and social media management at this amount. And some businesses have different amounts based on their needs, the things that they require me to do, and the size of their business and their budget. So all of those are taken into account when I onboard a client. But $1,600 per month was the most that I've made personally per client. But there are lots out there that are doing way more than me, and I'm sure one day I'll be able to catch up with them. It's more so a mindset thing, I think, and how well you're able to sell. But that's the thing. We're not here to talk about sales. We're here to talk about cold emailing and getting clients with cold emailing. So if you are brand spanking new to freelancing, here we go. By the way, if you are from my other channel, Soul Media, welcome. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I just briefly talked about it on there just so that it's just a place where I sort of talk about online marketing strategies and, side hustles and all that stuff. And so I have guided some of you guys who are interested in starting your freelancing journey to this channel. So welcome, and definitely subscribe. And by the way, if you're new to freelancing, I'm going to go really in depth into everything that you need to start. But if you aren't new to freelancing, or if you have your own agency and you want to spruce up your knowledge on cold email, this is still the place for you, and I still highly recommend sticking around. Okay. So here's our little table of contents. All right, and let's go down to types of freelancers. So these are ideas for new freelancers out there. If you are an established agency owner freelancer, definitely skip down to this section if you want to see the case study. But start at the full tutorial section here. I'll leave the timestamps. I'll leave the timestamps in the description box down below. Okay, so let's switch out the Jiffy. Yeah, let's put down newbie. This is for my new people out here. If you have a skill that you already do, that you already enjoy, like photography or videography, editing, all that kind of stuff, you're pretty much already one step ahead of someone who was like me. Like, I was really lost and wasn't sure which to sell. And so I started niching down later on. But for those who already know what you're good at, you're lucky. And you can definitely move on to sharpening those skills, or reaching out to business owners with your offer. But here we go, some ideas. We've got copywriting, web design, digital marketing consultant, social media management, becoming an editor, web development, media buyer, business consultant, programmer, videographer, accountant, virtual assistant, and public relations manager. And of course, you can definitely learn these skills without paying any amount of money on a course. So Udemy provides free and paid courses. Skillshare is a monthly subscription that you can utilize. YouTube is free, like this course here, totally free on YouTube. And honestly, on YouTube, you can find really good, amazing courses that are very detailed. You can follow along with them. There are timestamps. There are people in the comment section supporting each other. So if you're right now watching this video and you've made it 10 minutes in, I want you to put a fire emoji down right now in the comment section. All right, so fire emojis up, and we're just gonna get it poppin'. Okay, we're just gonna get it poppin'. It's gonna be lit. All right, so of course, I do want to say that you can outsource a lot of your freelancing work to Upwork professionals or Fiverr professionals, as well as participants in Facebook groups. So this is for people who, let's say, you know the the service you want to provide, but perhaps you're not as confident, you can hire a freelancer to assist you and become a contractor and have them work alongside you while you pocket the difference. Let's say a business owner pays you about $1,000 a month for a virtual assistant thing. You would first hire a VA for, let's say, $500 or $300. Recommend about half, but $500 if you'd like. I mean, I'm not going to recommend half. I would just say half is just, you want to pay well for a good service. So you pay them half and you keep the other half. And that's pretty much you paying yourself for acquiring that client and also, employing another person to fulfill that work for you. So I think it's a win-win. I don't see anything wrong with outsourcing client work, just as long as the freelancer that you're hiring, like let's say overseas or somewhere where it's a little bit more affordable, just make sure that they know exactly what they're doing and that you know what they're doing, because if you don't know how to provide a service or provide the skills that you're selling, you're not going to be sure if the freelancer is doing a good job. So you want to make sure that you know what you're doing and what the freelancer is doing. Okay. So how to get clients? Well, we can go into cold calling. I love cold calling. I've cold called businesses. You can check my this page right here on Wide Web Leads. There's a video from about 4 years ago when I was selling my social media marketing services to salons. Just drink some water here. And those salons, by the way, that was my chair. Okay, not a poot. It was my chair. Okay, but yes, those salons were. Sometimes it was quite difficult to reach the business owner, but other times it wasn't because they were the only workers. So with cold calling, it's just best to try to find the decision maker, the business owner, and a lot of the times I find that cold calling, once you've reached the decision maker, you will know right away whether you'll go into a meeting with that person or if they're interested or not. So benefits of using cold email for freelancer. It makes connecting with new prospects a whole lot simpler, a whole lot easier, especially if you're following up and you're consistent and you're respectful. It helps to nurture leads, actually. It helps to build relationships and your database and your pipeline. So it just helps to keep your pipeline full and helps you to connect and build new relationships. So when you're sending cold emails, that's why it helps to be very personalized, I believe, because business owners feel more inclined to respond and to let you know what they think about what you have to offer. But like I said, you don't have to go into personalizations. We'll get into that a little bit later. Okay. Alternative to cold calls, it does have a 2x higher return than cold calling, mainly because I think it has to do with, and this is from a HubSpot sales statistic, by the way, so I didn't just pull this out of my butt, but yes, it does provide a 2x higher return than cold calling. I do think that could be due to people just utilizing cold emailing more, because cold calling is a little bit more stressful, one would say. And email is almost 40 times better at acquiring new customers than Facebook and Twitter. And this is due to a statistic from the Brevet Group. But mainly, it grows your business steadily and predictably because you know how many emails you're sending out per day, how many people click on your email or respond, and you also know how many people are just viewing your email, and you can see those analytics if you have a really good software or tool to help you out with that. So yeah, why use cold email outreach? Well, you'll always have a full schedule if you are always implementing and trying and making sure that you're sending valuable information via email. You'll always know when your next lead will come in. It keeps your pipeline full, as I've said like 15 million times. And it adds new clients, and you don't have to rely on referrals and expensive Facebook ads all the time. You have a free email system that literally will work for you until the day you decide to close down your business or sell your business or just retire pretty much. So here's a case study from a freelance writer. Her name is Sabrina. And she mentioned that she found 60% of her current long-term clients through cold email. And yes, she's referring to those very uncomfortable to send and somewhat salesy emails that sometimes trigger strangers. But the thing is, it does help to build a more sustainable relationship when you come towards them with a more approachable, respectful, friendly, eager to help attitude. And so that's what allowed her to help build her freelance writing business. So she was targeting industries regarding mental health, as she had some experience writing at Toronto's Distress Center. And she also wanted to target technology because she wasn't sure which niche she wanted to go down, which happens. And let me just remove that. So previous marketing tactics were referrals, website leads, of course, social media, and Upwork. And now 60% of her current long-term clients are through cold emailing. So I didn't put that in there, but cold email and cold call clients are usually a lot more, they stay with you a lot longer. They're more long-term. So that's probably the only avenue in which I found that clients aren't as long-term, like when they're coming through, let's say Facebook ads, or anything along those lines. But they are very long-term, working with cold email, cold call clients. And here's another case study from Laura. And she was doing some writing as well, freelance writing. And she's a SAAS case study and customer success writer, actually. And she used cold emails to 14x her freelance copywriting business. So her target audience were SaaS companies, were utilized before as well, referrals, website leads. This particular person did not use Upwork and Fiverr. And because they sent about 328 emails, and they were pretty highly targeted emails, she was able to grow her business 1,400%, so 1,400% in 4 months. That's it. And she used a very aggressive email campaign, which had 56 open rates, which is pretty amazing, and about a 9% reply rate. So the math on that, 328, I need a calculator, so do not judge me. So about 29 people responded, 30 people responded back. Now, one might think that that is not, excellent, or is not a great response rate, but I beg to differ, because 29 people respond saying that, yes, I'd like to set up a call with you. Let's say you convert about 6 people. So it's about 15 people that you've just signed on as a new client. That is a pretty amazing rate, in my opinion, especially if you have a service that is around $500 to $1,000 or more dollars. It's all in the personalization. And I actually get this question a lot, should you personalize, should you not personalize? But we will definitely get into so a little bit later. For the newbies, all right, and if you aren't a newbie, but you have other client acquisition methods and you want to give cold email a try, I still recommend trying to start, or at least start a little bit more on the achievable goal side, more realistic. But you can definitely 2 to 10x any of the numbers here. Okay, so let's get to work on this tutorial. Okay, I really like this little penguin here. He's a little cutie. 5 new freelancing clients or agency clients every month using cold email. And that's at around a 3 to 4% conversion from the total amount that you're sending. So that's around 160 personalized emails per month, or 8 personalized emails per day. I should write that down. And why it has to be personalized? Well, if you're a new business, and you are, okay, like I said, I'll get to that later. I keep jumping the gun. But you know what? Maybe I should just get it out of the way now. So, okay. Yes, you can send 1,000 generic emails, all right, instead of sending 160 personalized emails per month. You can, all right? But I recommend sending personalized emails first, especially if you're new, because you want to build rapport with Google, or any other email software that you're using. You don't want to appear in the spam, but also you want your emails to really resonate with the business owner because they want to work with people who know who they are. Now, if you have a solid offer, like an offer that no one could ever resist and no one could ever turn their back from, you don't need to personalize your emails. You can send out 1,000 generic emails with your offer, and if it's targeted to the right industry, you will most likely get responses back. But for those of us who we just provide something that's more so saving time for the business owner or saving them maybe money or something where there are lots of different options and competitors out there, I wouldn't recommend going generic. All of these options out there, why should they work with you, right? If you're just going to send another generic email for web design or freelance writing, why should they work with you? You don't know anything about them. You didn't even take the time to research their name. Like I get messages and emails all the time with people wanting to work with either my agency business or my e-commerce business. And I'm like, and a lot of them are just like very generic. You can tell they just sent it to like 1,000, 2,000 people. And I'm like, I'm not going to send a response back. Like, I don't even know if you're a real person. You could literally be a bot and I wouldn't know. So that's my take on personalizing emails. I think you should personalize it for sure. 9 times out of 10, personalize your emails, and don't personalize it if you have a really, really great offer or just something like a software or something that you just want to bring awareness to. Glad I got that out of the way. Now here's the table of contents for this mini course. Okay, so first we're going to be breaking down our email funnel. Then we're going to be setting up our custom email. And then we will have, actually before I do that, let me just say that the only thing that you need if you're a new business is 1, you need your skill. 1 to 2 skills. You need an offer. Okay. Or touch up on those skills. Or outsource. 2 or 3, you need a social media page or website if you want, but you definitely need an email, a custom email domain. So like a domain name that you can buy from Google Domains and a custom email. So your name at yourwebsite.com. Okay, so this is the overview. Overview for new freelancers. And I do want to say that this is still like a beginner course. As you can see here, it's a beginner freelancing course. So I'm not going to go into every single thing that a freelancer needs to, be successful. I'm sort of just going over the brief overview, but this is a specific or intermediate cold email course. So I'll be going into a lot more detail with regards to cold emails. Okay. Overview of for new freelancers and agency owners. There we go. And the 4th is to put yourself out there and sell. You just never know where you will be in 6 months to 1 year with dedicated work. All right. So, glad I put that in there. All right, so let's move on to the funnel here, or the table of contents for this course. So we're going to break down our email funnel. We're going to set up our custom email with Gmail. So that's the your name at yourwebsite.com. We are going to make sure we have our website ready. So there are free options and paid options I'll show you down below. You don't need a website. You mostly need a social media page. But you definitely need an email. And the social page that I'd recommend is either Facebook or Instagram, because we'll be talking about retargeting ads. And every single business owner on this planet appears to have either a Facebook or Instagram page, so that shouldn't be a problem to get this going. All right. So this is number 4. We'll be setting up our retargeting ad, and we'll get that ready to go. And I'll explain what we'll need or what we'll be doing with this a bit later. And number 5, we'll be going into our client acquisition system. I'll show you how to do that. But number 2, I'll show you how to, with our client acquisition system, I'll show you exactly how to do it very fast, much faster than the first method. Sorry guys, because money can buy you time and a little bit of peace of mind. So I'll show you how to set up your email warm-up. So this is necessary to just sort of warm up your email address so that you don't end up in spam. And this isn't totally necessary, but it definitely helps. And I'll also then help you to set up your email sequence. All right. And then we'll set up our reviews and our social proof. So this is going to help to reinforce to the potential customer or client that our past customers love what we do, our current clients love what we do, and we'd love to have you. Your successful review will be here too, you know? So today's video, this is, like I said, for agency owners. Let's say we are going to do a hypothetical example for this course, and we're going to do designers, so design content writer, and social media manager. So that's going to be our, hypothetical freelancing gig, and we will be targeting design businesses. So interior design, why can't I spell interior? Interior design or product design, okay? So these will be people who are keen on design, who like to have good websites, who most likely post a lot on social media about their work, and who need things to look very professional and clean and what's the word? Luxurious. So that is why we're targeting designers today, and it's going to be super easy with our tool that we're using. So 1, you need to know your cold email funnel. And this is a funnel that I love to use. And this is where we're going to be taking some notes here, folks. Okay. So first, all right, this is the funnel. We're going to first send an email. Sorry for that loud first there. First, we're going to send an email. And this is going to be our first email. And this is after we've researched a client or compiled our list. First, we're going to send them an email, and we're going to target the email so that they either have a curiosity to click on our website or to know a little bit more about who we are. So most likely we want them to land on our website or our social media page, because when they land on our website, there will be a social proof on the website. Okay. Of course, on your social page, there will be a social proof there as well. But mainly we've got social proof on our website, and that's going to pop up automatically the moment they land on our website. And the moment that they do that, there will also be a retargeting ad that will be configured automatically to follow them around when they're on Facebook or Instagram. And this ad will contain before and after photos of, let's say, an old client's website, maybe even a client testimonial that you've received, as well as a call to action. So this is going to be in your retargeting ad. Like I said, I'll show you exactly how to do that. Then you want to send 2 follow-up email sequences. So this is going to be automated, by the way. So send 2 follow-up email sequences 1 day apart. Let's say you send this on the first day, you'll send the second email on the second day, and the next email on the third day, or you can do it every other day or something along those lines. Then if they really don't respond, then you make a warm call. Okay, so warm call is just like you're reaching out to them from your email. So you'll let them know, like, hey, this is not a cold call. We were speaking over email. Obviously, like, if they didn't respond, but they saw it, that's when you make the call. Sorry. So only if they've seen the email, then you call them. Okay. Let's say you don't reach the business owner, then you send a final email. So like finalize, like, hey, I called you and I've also sent these messages. I don't mean to be a bother, but if you're really not interested, let me know and I'll stop being persistent in acquiring you as my favorite potential client. Then if they really like are freaking ignoring you, all right, then you send that final email saying, hey, won't send another message again, but I'm here. And yeah. And definitely be sure to add an unsubscribe link to your emails as well. That way you're following the CAN spam guidelines, because we don't want to get sued or anything like that. So just make sure that there's an unsubscribe link, okay? Or for a way for someone to like respond to you and say, hey, I don't want your services, I don't want your emails. Because if they don't respond and they don't hit unsubscribe, then we can send them with marketing emails once a month with like content tips or social media tips or whichever results that you have, so that you can keep your business top of their mind. Okay. And then we make another call if you would like, but I think I'd like to stop like here. I don't know why that's there actually. Like I like to stop here at the once per month, and also keep your the call to action in the email. Okay. So we are going to be researching designers. Sorry guys, this is just a previous template from another course. But it's everything that, like, I've written all of these templates by hand. I just forgot to switch out a few things, but so we're going to be researching designers in our area first, and then we will be beginning cold outreach. All right, so reaching out to potential customers through cold emails. We will then follow up with potential customers. Of course, if they send us a message, we will respond, get them on a call, and closing the sales. You also want to know about nurturing leads and exactly how to do that. We'll also talk about retention. Okay, so nurturing leads is something that is quite simple, especially if you truly want to help this customer. Okay, so you'll probably end up following them on social media. You'll probably end up commenting under their posts, or just letting them know that you are a real human being wanting to help, ready to help. And yeah, that's essentially what nurturing is, just keeping you and your business top of their mind, and just genuinely interacting with them, as well as utilizing retargeting ads and retargeting emails is a great way to nurture these leads. With retention, it's essentially when you have them as a client and they finally are like, hey, yes, I do need website work. I do need social media management. Finally at that point where I'm ready to work with you, you need a retention system. So this is just checking in with the client, making sure you're sending them reports of what you're doing and how you're doing it, and if there's any growth along in the future, you're letting them know in an accurate method. And you're just making sure that communication is clear. Okay. And with tracking, this is essentially where you'll be tracking if they've opened their emails or if there are any click-throughs, as well as tracking their engagement with your retargeting ads. So we'll be doing that through Facebook Business Manager, but the only other tracking will be email tracking, which will be done through whether you're utilizing a free software or our software, which we do have email tracking analytics there. Definitely want to make sure that you are effectively monitoring those data points. Okay. Now we can move on to part 2. So we know our funnel. Okay. We know that we need to know the market and their problems. We need an offer. We need to start reaching out via email and make sure that the email follows this sequence here. So I'm going to take a quick little break and I will be right back. I'm just going to get some more water. My mouth is quite dry today. But you probably won't notice that I've been gone because I'll jump right back into setting up custom emails. But Perhaps you might need a break, so you can pause here for a bit, get some water as well, get something to drink. We're 40 minutes in, so I think it's time for an intermission, okay? See you very, very soon. All right, welcome back everyone. So we're in the next portion of the course, and I'm sure there's no time that passed in this video, but in actuality, it's a week later. And so yeah, I just wanted to point that out. If my voice sounds a bit different, I'm a bit raspy, we'll just move, we'll go with it, okay? Okay, so let us set up our custom email with Gmail. And what you want to do is you want to click on or go to workspace.google.com. And when you access Workspace, it'll state that you can get started. And it's free for 14 days, and then it's $7.80 Canadian per month. So very affordable to have your own personal email, okay? Here's where you write your business name, and then you want to write down the number of employees and then click next. Now, if you actually have a Google domain, so you purchase your domain name, which is yourwebsite.com, Google will ask you if you'd like to create an email in that very same spot. So let me show you. If you have Google domain, Google domain is directly connected with Google Workspace. So I'm in one of my domains here, and this one doesn't have a email. So what it says here is get a custom email like blank at this website that I purchased.com. Okay. So here's where you do that. You click all of that information, then click next. And that's another way that you can do it. So there are two ways. You can go directly through Google Workspace if you already have a domain name, or you can purchase a domain name for like $15 a year on Google. So yeah, they're very affordable. Like if you can see here, yeah, $17 Canadian a year. So very, very affordable for your own domain name, and creating your email is also very affordable as well. So it's only $7.80 a month, okay? $7.80. So you want to follow the wizard and the setup wizard. So this would be it here. Click next. I mean, I will go through it just so that you guys can see. So first name, blah, 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 click next. Yes. Okay. And then keep going here. It's fairly affordable, or fairly simple. Okay. No thanks. No thanks. So I'm going to use support at acclaimgain.com, and I'm not a robot. Agree and continue. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I have a lot of emails, but you guys get the point. So they'll then ask, so if you didn't set up with Google Domains, they'll just ask you to verify your domain. So you can do that by simply following the instructions to visit your domain provider. So let's say you're using like GoDaddy or HostGator. You just want to provide them with the text record. So Google will provide you with all that information. So the moment that you get to that point when setting up your email, they'll give you the text record to add to your domain name, okay? So you want to go to your web host provider or your domain name provider. So yeah, you can use SiteGround, which is another big domain provider, okay? So yeah, they'll also maybe give you an MX record. It truly just depends, but it's fairly easy to do. It'll literally take you like 5 minutes to do. Okay, not a big deal at all. So that is very, very important to set up. So I highly recommend that you do so. And let's move on to having a website or social page. So the free way to do this would be to just have your Instagram page for sure. All right, and a Facebook, page plus business account. Okay. So yes, and I'll show you how to create the business account here, which is in step 4, but you definitely want to make sure you create an Instagram and a Facebook page, or both. And I'm not going to show you how to do that because everyone knows how to create an Instagram page. So yeah, if you want a free website, you can go to Google Sites, so sites.google.com, and very, very easy to do. It's the same area where you'll find like all of this stuff. So where you go to docs and sheets and slides, pretty sure sites is somewhere, or sorry, if you were to click on docs, let's say, so yeah, it'll be on the side here. So docs, sheets, slides, forms, etc. And you can create a portfolio or any sort of website here. And it's all free, and you can actually create you can go to their templates page and just select the template that you like. They have so many different ones, and just know that yes, it is a very, very basic site, like so basic, but if you need a website and you don't know where to go, definitely start with Google Sites. And it's free. That's the best part. The only downside is that there is very little customizing that you can do. You can't add a Facebook pixel on a Google site, unfortunately. You can only do it with WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, Shopify, those sort of websites. But Google Sites does not allow Facebook pixels yet. So that's something to consider. And WordPress does start at $6 per month with one website. I like to use EasyWP. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by any of these websites, just my preference for websites currently. EasyWP is my favorite at the moment because it is very affordable. This is their website here. Okay, so they're affiliated with Namecheap. So yes, EasyWP, they are affiliated with Namecheap. Not sure why I'm not able to access. So yeah, there we go. So EasyWP is very, very affordable, 30-day free trial, and then it's $6 afterwards. And you get like a really good and functioning WordPress website. Very, very amazing. Like you get all the plugins, you get pretty much everything that a WordPress website needs for only $60. Or that's $6, just 6. Okay. Let me go to the pricing here so you can see. $6.88 per month if you want just a starter website with 50K visitors. So yeah, very, very affordable. You can also download a plugin to give you this free social or security certificate, the SSL here. So you can get that for free still. Yeah, just type in free SSL when you search for plugins and it'll be there. So that is websites and social pages. So that's all done. Let's choose another GIF. I'm going to use this one here because it just seems like a good GIF. Okay, so Facebook retargeting ads. This is very important to do. When you have, like I said, someone click on your ad or click on your website, you 1000% want to make sure that, you can see all of my messages. Okay, you want to 1000% make sure that your retargeting ad has been set up. So this is how you do it. You go to business.facebook.com. They're going to ask you to sign in and sign in through your Facebook page or whichever, and you will do so. And when you do that, it will bring you to the home page, which is what you just saw there. Now I am going to go to all tools and then business settings. Oh, there we go. Business settings. Yeah. Open that up. My computer can be quite slow sometimes. Please bear with me. And then you want to go to Events Manager. Okay, so this is where we're going to set up our Facebook pixel. All right. Events Manager, let's get it going. We connect the data. We're using it for a website. I'm going to call this, and my website is okay. All right, so they already know that it's with a WordPress site. So now they're telling me the steps to do. So I go to my plugins, I install Facebook for WordPress. Okay, let me do that now. And then go to plugins, add new, Facebook for WordPress, install now. Activate. By the way, this is the Facebook Pixel Helper, this thing right here. So it's going to tell me when my Facebook Pixel is active, okay? Oh, whoops, I got the wrong one. I got Facebook for WooCommerce. I meant to get Facebook for WordPress. Okay, let me try this again. Pretty sure that's, yeah, Facebook for WordPress. Ah, got the wrong one. Although it's, am I missing something? I'm gonna go with this one. Pretty sure this is the one. Meta Pixel for WordPress. They have the same logo here, so I'm going to assume that that's the one. It's by Facebook, so probably the right one. My apologies, they switched up the name on me. And we click activate. All right, they're going to tell you to follow the steps, so I just clicked that. We click get started. Continue, continue. Okay, so I have to create a new ad account. I'm gonna say, so they make it very easy to do this. And there we go, continue. And Facebook Pixel was just created, so there it is. Okay, looks like everything's good to go, and continue. Okay, we'll go next. All right, we're all set. Click done. Agree. And there we go. And do you see here that the Facebook pixel is installed right there for my website? So I removed the Facebook pixel earlier so that when I do this tutorial, you'll see that it is now active, whereas before it wasn't active. Okay. So there we go. That is how you create a Facebook pixel. And the next step would be to go here, go to Ads Manager. And this is how to create a retargeting ad, by the way. You then click Create an Ad. All right. It'll just be a traffic ad. Continue. Actually, before I do that, I actually have to go to audiences. My apologies. So you want to go to audiences first. And you want to create an audience from people who visit your website. So that's definitely number one. Create a custom audience. Website. So this would be our source. So yes, we'll just do website for now. But you can do Instagram account if you don't have a website. And this will be all website visitors in the last 160 days. Pretty sure, yep. This will be website visitors 160. Did not spell visitors right. Website visitors 160. Okay, create an audience. Okay. So now we have our audience created, and that is how we'll be able to create the ad. So that is ready to go. And yeah, let's create the ad now. Okay, there we go. We'll go back to this one here, new traffic campaign. And click edit. So this is where we were before. We were here, right? And we clicked traffic, blah, blah, blah. Click next. Not blah, 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 but we click next. There's not much on that page. We're then going to go with a website. So send traffic to our website. And our daily budget is going to be $2, okay? I know that seems very cheap, but we're only targeting people who have visited our website, so we don't need to be spending like thousands of dollars per day because we're not getting that many people anyway, right? So we've got the budget, and here is the audience, all right? So we're gonna be using custom audiences, search audiences. So we're going to use the audience we just created, which is website visitors 160. Boom, there we go. Now I know it says reach is less than 10, but that's all right. It's going to be worldwide, so I don't want there to be a limitation on the location. Okay. So we're just, like I said, targeting website visitors from any country, any age, any gender. We will definitely use the advantage placement, so whatever they have already clicked. If we were to use manual placements, this is only if we want to be specific about where we're targeting them. So if you want just like Instagram Reels or Instagram Stories or Facebook Messenger or Facebook Marketplace, you can decide like where you want your ad to be placed, but I'm going to just go with the general placements. Optimization and delivery, we're just going to do link clicks. That's how we're going to optimize or determine our our goals for this ad, how many clicks we're getting, and here we just click our Facebook page. Boom. Instagram account is connected, and here we add our ad. So you can use an existing post, or maybe I'll just use an existing post, but you can also upload a new post as well, upload a new ad. So when you go to manual upload, they'll ask if you want to upload a single image or video or a carousel. I'm going to do single image or video, and they're going to ask you to upload the media. So you just add the image or add the video there. Like I said, there's the other option of using an existing post, and when they do that, they're going to ask you to select the post. And let's see. This one's one of my my best performing posts, so I will do that one just as an example. So yeah, they're saying that because this video wasn't uploaded to Facebook, I won't be able to utilize it in the ad. So in this case then, I'm just going to, let's say use an existing post, but change the post to something that was also uploaded to Facebook. I will go with, maybe I'll just go with this one. Just as an example. It's honestly a lot better to create the post instead of using an existing post, because they ask you here if you add a link, because the original post doesn't have a link, whereas if you were to upload a new creative, like a new video or photo, they ask you to upload the website URL, so you don't have to worry about that. But for some reason, if your original post doesn't have a link, they will ask you to add a link there, and it just seems more complicated than just uploading a new image or video uploaded again. But yeah, you get the idea. Here you just upload a video. I'm just going to add an image. You don't want to use a stock image either. You want to definitely use an image that either showcases testimonials, or that is eye-catching, engaging. Yeah, you can use any post, any video that just catches that the reader's attention, or it doesn't. It sort of blends in with their feed in a way. So it looks like, let's say, like a UGC post or like an organic post, essentially. And also definitely have a testimonial in there for sure. But yeah, we've added our website URL, and let's assume that we added our photo, and then you want to click publish. And that image or video is going to follow your potential client around the internet, well, Facebook and Instagram really, until maybe they've been receiving the ad a bit too much, in which case I'll recommend that you switch out the ad at least once every 2 to 3 weeks. So just change it out, just so that your visitors or your potential clients aren't getting ad fatigue. That is a real thing that happens, okay? So, why add a retargeting ad to your funnel? Well, you only need about $1 a day, so that's about $30 a month. Very affordable. You can do $2, which is only about $60 per month. Business owners will visit your website the moment that they've been retargeted. So higher link clicks for sure. You'll get a better sense of, or your potential customers or clients will get a better sense of who you are along the journey, the client acquisition journey. You also appear to be more credible and authoritative, all right, when you have a Facebook retargeting ad. So it's definitely highly recommended that you do that. I wouldn't recommend spending money on acquiring new customers with Facebook or Instagram ads unless you're prepared to spend $500 or more per month, okay? So with Facebook ads, you're spending based on how many people you're getting your ad in front of on Facebook's website or Instagram platform. So you're spending per 1,000 customers or 1,000 views or whichever objective you've chosen. It can really climb up the pricing depending on whatever objective you've chosen. So like I said, Facebook and Instagram are very, very expensive unless you're prepared to spend that amount of money on your budget. And definitely expect to not see any results until Facebook, the algorithm, learns your audience. So they're spending all that money finding the ideal audience for you. So don't expect to get a return back until at least 2 months in, okay? That is why I go with email marketing. It's definitely more affordable and more effective than using Facebook ads to acquire new customers, because you're just reaching out to people who are your current ideal customer. Depending on how you found them, they're your ideal customer, essentially. They have a business that's been around for a while. They have employees that work with them, so you know that they have a budget to hire you on. They might have a problem that you are able to solve, and so that will be your ideal customer. So you already know through Google, but with Facebook, they don't really know until they find it for you. So there you have it. So here's how we're going to find our clients. Okay, so part one of the client acquisition process will be the free method. Okay, so we are going to have our Google account set up. Let's say you've never been on Google before. The first thing you do is, actually, let me open up an incognito window. So they're going to ask you to sign in or create an account. Okay, so that's how you do it with Google. It's very, very easy to create an account. They'll ask you for personal use or business. You can do for business if you, let's say you're creating that custom domain email, but you can do personal use as well. So this is how you would do it. To Google Maps, the moment you created your account. So if we are looking for design businesses, we want to have our Google Maps set up, and we also want to have our Google Sheets set up, okay? So Google Sheets is for us to keep track of everyone that we come across on Google Maps. Okay, so design businesses in Toronto. We're going to start, I suppose, locally for sure. We're going to go to Maps. Okay, so a great potential client is one that looks like they have already spent some money on some ads to acquire new customers in the area. So that would be a good client, because they are willing to spend the money to obtain more customers. So that would be the first person that I reach out to. This one here, Mayhew, and they're a B2B workspace. Do they have a blog portion? No, they do not. So it seems to be like a one-page website, emails and signups essentially on the page. So yeah, just I love one-page websites. They're my favorite. But yeah, this one would be one that I would write down. So I'm gonna click on that, go here. I'm gonna go name email, website link, first name, and maybe like first opening sentence. So when I say name, I mean business name. Paste that in plain text. Open that up, open that up, open that up. So it also appears that they don't have any information about the business owner here, so I'd have to do a little bit more digging. They definitely have a website or an email though. Let me go back and check. Oh, see, when I clicked on the ad, it brought me to a one-page website, but when you go on their actual website, here we go. We've got more information. And do they have a blog portion? Maybe our expertise, perhaps? Okay, well, essentially they do have an email, so I'm just going to copy that, paste that here, and I'm going to go to the About section as well, and I'm going to go to the owner. Okay, here we've got the president and CEO, Marcia Mayhew. So I'm definitely going to copy her information as well. Of course, her name is Mayhew. That's the name of the company, Mayhew. Okay, and there you have it. So that's one potential customer, and I'm just gonna go to their About section. Okay, so we know that they are an integrated workspace design family business born out of a small Ontario in 1934. So I'm gonna go with workspace design family business, and I'm gonna say, so my opening sentence will be like, this will be included in the message that I send out, the generic message, but in the generic message, there'll be like a section for the opening sentence, which will be personalized. So I understand, that you service the, that you are an integrated design space, that you are an I know how difficult, it can be to target businesses, how difficult or expensive. Looking for workspace design or something along those lines. And then in the message, you'll also say, that is why hi, I'm a content writer for design businesses that specializes in organic traffic with SEO. I'd be happy to write something over for you. Let me send you a demo, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But you definitely want an opening sentence that relates to the customer, because otherwise they won't respond. But there are ways you can send generic messages, and I'll show you that later. But for now, I would recommend that you start out with a more personalized message, okay? So essentially what you do is you just go down this list here, and you just keep going through. This is a website designer. Could be good as well. This one is another interior design business. And you just want to essentially do exactly what was done here. So the business name, email, website link, first name of the CEO or owner. And boom, there you have it. So that's the free way of doing this. And when you send the message, right, you want to go to Gmail. We're going to go to Gmail. We're gonna go to Gmail. Okay, you go to Gmail. You want to, actually first, before going to Gmail, you want to go to a website called Mailtrack. Oh. Okay, Mailtrack Gmail, okay? So this is it here. You want to click the Chrome extension link, and that will bring you here. So email tracker for Gmail, mail merge, mail track. And essentially when you send an email, let's say you send it here. Let's say you've sent it. On this side, I have it connected, right? Yeah. It just wasn't connected. There we go. Okay, so here we have it. Sender notified by Mailtrack. And here you see those two like check marks. You'll know that someone has read the email when the check marks go green. So that's a free way of knowing that someone has read your email. You won't be able to know if they've clicked on any links, but when you go here to click report with Mailtrack, yeah, you'll see how many times someone has opened it. You should be able to see if they've clicked on it. Yeah, there we go. But you have to upgrade your plan, right? But this is still the best free method to know when someone has read your email once you've sent it over. Schedule send. So it'll be right next to the send button. Schedule send, okay? And you can do that with all of your follow-up emails as well. So let's say you sent an email, then you create a follow-up email right after, and that will be scheduled to send like a day after or something along those lines. So yeah, that's how you send and schedule emails with Gmail. And let's go back here. Okay. Search through Google Maps, grab the owner's first name and email address into Google Sheets. Use Mailtrack to track opens and schedule follow-ups. Okay, yeah, use Mailtrack to track open rates. Okay. Send manual emails via Gmail and schedule follow-ups. Another method is you can send DMs through social media like Instagram and Facebook, of course. And you also want to put in your Gmail here, actually, you want to add in first mail sent, follow-up 1, follow-up 2, or first mail, follow-up 1, follow-up 2, and then final. And you'll know yes, and then you want to also put in yes, sent, opened, no, or something like that. And then also put the date here. So I'm going to put February 16th. So the date is very, very important to send, because without a date, it'll be very hard to know like when you sent it, and it's just going to be harder to keep track of all of this information without a date. So make sure you put a date for every email you've sent, and whether it's been opened or not. Put the follow-up date in which you'll send it. So you'll be sending this on the 17th. But don't put yes until you've sent it, okay? So that's how you sort of keep track of this information via Google Sheets, which is the free method. Now we're going to go to the faster, the like lightning speed method of client acquisition. We're going to find 1,000 design businesses with their names, with their emails, extremely quickly, and send them the emails like in an hour, maybe even less than that. So this is how you do it. You want to go to widewebleads.com, open that here. Okay. Then you want to click access my account. And then you want to say already have an account. If you already have an account, of course. Sign in. Okay, so literally this part here is where we are going to pick things up. This is like that method, the last method. I used to do that, and it honestly took a long time, but I still did it by plugging the information into the email template, okay? Still very simple to do. However, this method here, it's simple and extremely fast, okay? So first we're gonna go to, and by the way, you can have a free trial for 7 days. And this should be more than enough time for you to receive your first client, or just work through getting more leads or people down your pipeline. So let me show you how to do that. So what you do is you go to B2B companies. Now you can go to B2C companies for a design business by going here, or sorry, B2C local businesses. That's where we'd go. B2B contacts, we will be using this to find exact contact information for each design business. But first we have to find the design businesses, right? So we'll go to Canada. That's where I'll be working, and we'll go to design here, 1 to 10, and we'll have some businesses pop up, 1,978, okay, and then I'm going to click create a report, and it's going to say in progress, so it's currently creating or finding some design businesses for us in Canada. Give it some time. It'll definitely be less than 30 seconds. Boom, there we have it. And you can download this as a CSV or a XLS. I'm gonna go with CSV, and that has been downloaded. And you can download this as an Excel sheet as well, and that'll upload onto your Microsoft Excel. So let me show you how this looks in Google Sheets though. So let's go Okay, let us go blank, and then we'll go to File, Import, Upload, copy paste that or drop that file in there, import data. Okay, so here we go. All of these design businesses here. We've got quite a bit. And the thing is that you kind of want to remove, so we have all of these design businesses and their LinkedIn profiles. So we can either go to LinkedIn and send them message requests and go through that way through LinkedIn. But like I said, this is an email marketing course, so we'll most likely be doing email. But yeah, this is the direct link to Clo portfolios, let's say. They've got 57 followers, 2 employees that are on LinkedIn. So you can do it that way. Yes, we have all of these businesses. If you go down here, 1,979, and all of their LinkedIn profiles. Okay, that's actually how we know that there are all these design businesses, because it's all scraped from LinkedIn. But to obtain the information of the customer, or the owner, I should say, we are going to obtain their contact information. And the only way to do that is to utilize the second portion of Wide Web Leads. So I'm just going to copy all of these domain names, copy. I'm going to go with about 1,000. 1,000. Copy, and I'm going to go to Wide Web Leads, not there, here, and I'm going to go to B2B contacts, so find B2B contacts. I'm going to put design businesses 1K, and I'm going to paste. And with all these businesses, you want to remove anything that doesn't have a domain. So I don't know if you noticed, but I selected a lot that have something like nan. So you want to just remove those, and this could be a little while. But if you were to leave those in, it's going to provide you with just nonsense. So you just want to get rid of that. Okay. And keep going. So just want to make sure that there are no nans left. Oh wow, I didn't even select all of it. Oh Lord. Okay, let me go back. Okay, let's see here. We've got let's remove them from the Excel sheet, actually. We need it because we need a domain name, which is their website link, so that we can find their contact information on the software. Otherwise, you can just use their LinkedIn information. There's that way. But we're trying to make our lives a little bit easier, less work. And okay. Okay, so I'm going to stop at about 500 actually. I'm gonna stop at, yeah, I'm gonna stop at 500. And scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll, scroll, scroll. Scrolling, 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 scrolling. Okay. Copy. Okay. Have it, all of these, and I'm gonna click upload link. And as you'll be able to see, it's gonna be domains, all of the domains. So 470 domains. Running all that and tell us how many, and they're gonna tell us how many contacts were found from those domain names. Time. Okay. So they found 1,070 contacts, and let's view the data here. So there we go. And I'm going to export as a CSV. And then I'm going to upload it again. This time I'll say 1,000 contacts. Okay, and then I'm going to go to File again, Import. Oh. Okay, so design contacts, can't spell contacts, 1K. Go to File, we'll go to Import, Upload, Drop, Import Data. Import data. Okay, so we've got, here's our list here. I'm going to remove that. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete the email format as well. So we've got the business domain. We've got the owner's first and last name, as well as the company, the person's headline. So this person's name here, we've got person's the client. So this person's the co-owner. This person here is the owner. And we've also got job title. I'm going to remove headline because it's the same as job title. And I'm also going to remove, I'm going to keep the person's business email and also keep their personal email and their business email. Leave their phone number, the company name, because that company name is going to be important. We're going to leave the location for now. We don't really need the person's LinkedIn code. We'll delete that, but we'll leave the LinkedIn link. We'll leave the company founded, company size, and I'll also delete that. The company's LinkedIn, I'll delete. So yeah, now we have all the information that we need. And the last we're going to insert a row to the left. And I'm going to add in personalized sentence. So what we did, that's exactly what we did. We went to widewebleads.com. By the way, you can start your free trial, no credit card required. We went to find, we clicked the country, the industry, and the size. We downloaded it and uploaded it onto Google Sheets. We then copied all the domains, and then we went to B2B contacts, which is up here. And we named our list and we pasted the domain. And then we found, once we pasted the domain here and find B2B contact, we uploaded the list, and then it found 1,000 contacts for us, just as a recap. And from here, our options are to begin sending out emails. I'd say about 20 to 50 per day. I think 200 to 500 would be a bit much. I don't know why I said that. 20 to 50 per day in bulk. You can also do 200 to 500, but if you are personalizing it, you may want to just do about 20 per day or 50. But if you're not personalizing it, let me just add that with personalization. No personalization. You can send about 200 to 500. And oh, here we go. Worked on personalizing all email contacts at around 10 to 20 at a time. So that's that. Now we should be setting up our email warm up. So that's really easy to do. What we do is we go to campaigns, my email campaigns. Then we go to senders. Connect an SMTP sender. Okay, so to connect the SMTP sender, this is really, really simple to do because we're using Gmail. So our Gmail is our SMTP, right? And how you access that. So you want to add your name. So Sarah, that's me, your first name and your last name, your email, your sender email. So that's your custom domain email. Then you want to follow these instructions here. So you want to go to Gmail, click the settings, click forwarding. So here you go to settings, see all settings, then you go to forwarding, IMAP, and the IMAP is enabled here. So in IMAP access, enable IMAP, which we did. And then we have to use an app password instead of our real password. Really simple to do. You just have to activate a two-step verification and create an app password and then add that password here. Apparently I'll need to authenticate my password again. Which I will do at a later time. I just don't want anyone grabbing my password, so I'll definitely do that a bit later. And this is where you'll also create your warm-up. So you want to go to the warm-up center, and yeah, I'll have to reconnect my sender here, but Once you click on warm up delivery, it's super easy to do. This is essentially going to help with automatically sending emails so that your actual email doesn't end up in spam. So it'll like bounce out your email from spam into the inbox if it so happens to end up in spam. Okay. So here is where we set up our email sequence, okay? So to set up your email sequence, you want to also go to panes. All right. So make sure this is set up. I'm going to set this up for sure. I won't be able to send an email unless I connect my SMTP sender. So make sure that is completed. But once that is completed, it takes like 5 minutes. You then go to my email campaigns. You want to go to templates. My GIFs over here. So yes, you want to go to template, create a new template. Okay. And in the course here, I have added a few templates that you could use. So boost your business with high quality content and social media management. Now, I wouldn't recommend using this. I would either do like quick question, introducing myself. Do you need help with blank, etc. So those are really good subject lines that I would use. And you'd add the prospect's name. So that would be the person whose name is here. The first name here. And you'd say, or this email says, I hope this email finds you well. My name is blank. I'm a content writer and social media manager. Came across your website and I was very impressed with the high quality design work your team produces. You can also add that personalized sentence there as well, or not. You can say, as a business owner, I understand the importance of having a strong online presence to attract new customers. However, I know that creating engaging content and managing social accounts can be time consuming. This is where I come in. I can help you by providing high quality content that will showcase your designs and attract new customers. I can also manage your social media accounts, ensuring that your brand is being represented. I would love the opportunity to discuss your services, my services, and benefit and how they can benefit your business. Please let me know when you're available for a call next week, or you can say this week. And yeah, and this would be the follow-up. And this is the third follow-up. And you want to also say final reminder in the email. So final reminder or last chance for your services. Okay. So what you do is I'm going to copy this. So you want to make sure that your these macros have a squiggly line as your parentheses. So this is where you actually add your name and your city. So I'm going to put my name here, Sarah, City, Toronto. I'm going to add my name here, Sarah, but you're going to add your name, okay? And I'm going to copy this. Also, by the way, instead of saying I came across your website, I came across the website for squiggly line, by the way, business name. So, by the way, you also want to make sure that it matches the information here. So here it says person first name, so that's what I'll put here. And business name, it is called person company name. So that is what I'll put here. Boom. And can benefit person's company name with the squiggly line. Okay, you want to make sure at any point to add the actual company's name, because that'll be even more personalization for that business and hopefully higher responses. So I'm going to copy this template here and I'm going to add it here. So the subject line, I'm going to just do quick question for our subject. I'm going to paste in the email, and it's a fairly short email. I think it's only about 6 sentences, really not much, or 8 sentences. So it's not long at all, but if you want to make it shorter, you definitely can. And this template name is Design Business Template. That's what I'll name it. We have the email address. And as you can see here, it's saying to add double squigglies. Oh, I forgot about that. Whoops. So it's double squiggles. Let's do that. You have to make sure that it not only matches the information at the top here, but it also has the double squigglies, or the parentheses. I shouldn't call it double squigglies, but you know what I meant, hopefully. And boom, there we have it. I think that's all. Design template 1. I'll just do 2/16. I'll put the date. Okay, and that's good. Upload the template. There it is. And now we're going to upload our list. Okay. So I'm going to upload the list of design businesses, 1K, 2/16. There it is. And I'm going to import contacts and download this as it has to be as a CSV file. That's downloaded. Now I can upload it here. And here's where we are going to match up the macros. Okay, so we're going to do, this is the email, so we need to do person's business email, person's job title, first name, person's first name, person's last name, company name. I'm gonna need that. There we go. Because person's company name, person's company name. Okay, perfect. So all of that matches up, and that's all we'll do. We'll import. By the way, in the templates, you also want to add in all of the follow-up templates, okay? Don't forget to add that in. So you've got the first template, the follow-up template, just go back to templates again, go to create a new template. Oops. So yeah, go to template. This is our first email, right? So we'll add our second template. And we'll keep it as introducing myself, or maybe quick question. This will be F2 or F1. Follow up 1. and that's where you'd paste in your follow-up. So this is the follow-up here. So I'll only be showing you one follow-up because it's fairly simple to do. But essentially you just, dear person's first name, best regards, blah, blah, blah. And there we go. Paste. Okay, and there we have it. Click update. Yes. Also, on the follow-up emails, you want to add an unsubscribe link. And then click update. So you want people to be able to unsubscribe if they are not interested anymore. And there we have it. We have our first email and our follow-up email. Our list, how is that doing? Let's see. So how long do you think it would have taken us to find 1,000 contacts on Google Maps? Just by using our Google Maps strategy, probably would have taken us at least a good 5 days to find 1,000 companies. So this process, it's taken us about 30 minutes, but it's so extremely beneficial. Okay. So I'm going to remove person, company name, and just leave company name because the macros just have to match up with more so the generic template. Let's do the preview generator. Okay, here we go. So Adele at Clo Portfolios, first name Adele, website for Clo Portfolios. I came across a website for Clo Portfolios and was impressed by the high quality design work. As a business owner, I understand the importance. It's where I come in. I would love the opportunity to discuss how my services can benefit Clo Portfolios. Please let me know if you're available for a call. So this is the template we've just uploaded. And I think by leaving person underscore there, we've kind of screwed things up. So just leave it as first underscore name, company underscore name. Okay. Remove the first, or remove the person there. And boom. Now we're ready to create our campaign. So I'm going to fix my SMTP and show you what to do. But essentially, the moment that we click create a new campaign, click sequence, all of that information, it's fairly simple to do. So let me quickly connect my SMTP and I'll show you exactly how to do that. But in the meantime, we're almost done, you guys. We are getting there. Okay, we've got our templates ready. We've got our website ready. We've got our social pages and our pixel and our ad, our email campaign. The last thing that we need to do is just create our chatbot reviews and social proof. We'll go over a few different offers and then we'll go into final questions. Okay, so we're very close. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. And yes, give me one brief moment. I'll be right back. Welcome back. So here we are. We left off where we were where we left off last. I was creating a email sequence, and before that we downloaded about 1,000 contacts in the design industry in Canada. We also found about 1,900 businesses in Canada. So that's just a bit of a recap on what we've done so far. And just to let you know as well, so in order to create the SMTP where we really left off, I cannot speak at this moment. So let's go to my campaigns. As you can see here, the SMTP is now ready. So all that I did, I went to my Google account, as you can see here. I went to like where the two-step verification is. I created an app password and then just pasted it into my SMTP where you connect it. So like here, that's where you paste the password and then click update. So that is essentially all that we did. And so now we are ready to send the campaigns. So by the way, we are sending the campaign to about 1,000 contacts. All right, so let's create the campaign, creating the sequence, create the campaign name. I'm gonna go with design business writing services, and we're gonna start tomorrow at 9 a.m. All right, and we will add delays. We'll do maybe a 6-second delay, 6 to 13, maybe 60, 6 to 60-second delay in between each email. Definitely leave this clicked. If the contact is found in a running campaign, remove it. We just want to leave everything the same here. Okay, so yeah, we don't want to force the subject of the follow-up email. We want to keep it in the same thread, and the only way to do that is to leave the same. It will be within the same thread, but it's better to leave the follow-up email the same subject as the first email. And also, don't force sending follow-up emails if the contact has replied, because once they replied, we will reply back, and they won't be subjected to any other emails if they've responded. Okay? So I do want to say that it's best to keep it within the business days, so Monday to Friday, and I would do 9 a.m. to 12, and then 1 to like 5 p.m. And I'll do that for all of the days. And here we have our first email here, and I'm going to add in our follow-up email here, and I'm going to do 1 day and 10 seconds, and that should be all. Now if you have other follow-up emails, you can definitely do so. I'm just going to delete that. You definitely want to have like 3 follow-up emails, or 2 follow, so in the original, so 3 as the minimum amount. But then you'll be able to add them to your newsletter templates, or your newsletter emails in the future. So those would be ones you send like once a month. All right, and I do have a final follow-up here, so I'll add that, and you send it 1 day from the original. Okay, and yeah, and then we update the configuration. Oh, forgot to add 30 seconds. Time zone, forgot that as well. So we are in Eastern, bam, missed it, and there we go. So that is ready to go. As you can see, we can start the campaign. As you can see though, when you send an email, you can see who has opened the email here, and you can see who has clicked on the email here, and you'll see who has replied as well there. And any bounced emails will be here as well. So these will be emails that aren't in service anymore, or anything like that. And you can see who've also visited your website here. And of course, you can see who has converted once you install like a tracking link to track the prospects on your website. But for now, you really just need to see who opened it, who has clicked on it, and who has responded. You can also track your contacts in the CRM here, an entire CRM where you're managing all of your customer-client relations. You can add new contacts or create a new campaign. which is what we've just done. And then just click Start Campaign when you're ready. And so there you'll be able to send 1,000, or you'll be able to send 3 emails to 1,000 prospects. And yeah, so that's essentially sending emails. Now we're going to move on to setting up reviews, social proof, and Chatbot. Okay. So with reviews, this section is going to be very, very easy. But you essentially just want to add your business here and click your website, or add your website name, add your website URL where you'll be able to collect reviews, Google review or your Google review page, Facebook, TripAdvisor as well. And definitely add in these texts here, and you'll be able to determine when the pop-up will happen. So I wouldn't recommend, I would do it like way later, like about like a minute or two, just so that it's not too much of a bother when users are on your page. So here, customers are able to click on Facebook to review our Facebook profile and receive 10% off for their second month after they've reviewed it. So let's say you have your first month, you did a trial. Second month, if you liked it, or if you didn't, you can definitely just send a review and we'll still give you 10% off to continue trying wide web leads. But we haven't marketed this review function yet. And we will be able to do so a little bit later on. But for now, yeah, this is how you would do it for your website. And one of our users has had a really good success rate when it comes to asking and receiving reviews from clients. It was like they sent it out to their client list and they received about 12 reviews back on their Facebook, which was really, really good for them. So with the social proof, you can add a notification by just adding your website URL, copying this pixel here. Well, essentially you want to create a notification widget first. Add your website URL, copy this, go to your website and paste this into like a code plugin. So for us, I'm using WordPress, as you saw, and you just want to download a plugin called, where is it here? Let's go back to WordPress. So you want to go add a new plugin. Oh, sorry. I already had the plugin there. Whoops. Let's go to installed plugins. And the plugin that I'm using is WP Code Lite. And I'm able to add any code that I want on my website. And if you have a Wix or Squarespace, they do have custom code sections there as well. But here, where it says code snippets, as you can see, I have the social proof widget, the Chatbot widget, and the review widget all installed here. And essentially I just copied and pasted the code where it says add a new snippet. Okay. And once you paste that, you'll be able to see if it's installed with this green light, and if it's not installed, it'll be orange. So to configure an alert, we just create a new notification, configure alerts for that, go down, and then essentially add in all of the reviews that you've received from either past clients or anything from Facebook or Google. I like to paste all of the reviews here. So I do the customer's first name and where they're from, and then paste their exact review. And I'd like for the reviews to open up into the product page, where the customer would be able to immediately go to the product page and see all of the reviews there. And you can determine how long you'd want the notifications to last. And yeah, it really, really helps to promote with conversions. And then the last thing would be the Chatbot. So easy peasy. With the chatbot, we go to create a chatbot, of course. Okay, yes, this is the code here. And essentially you can add in essentially anything that you'd want your chatbot to say once a customer accesses your website. So once you set this up, you can change the color, you can change the location of the widget. Here it says discuss with me and I will help you, and that's right here, discuss with me and I will help you. So you can switch that out. You can add in your name. The widget inner text would be what shows up at your website. So it'll just say chat with me. But of course you can state anything that you'd like for it to have. And here, this is where you're building out your script scenarios. So let's say someone does click discuss with me and I'll help you. What do you want the next statement to be? So you can say, hello, nice to meet you. You can add a question. You can ask them to put in their email, phone number, ask them to rate something, which is really important for customer feedback. And you can also send this to Slack or send it to your email whenever you receive a response. And all of your leads and everything will show, as well as if they've responded or what you used. But yeah, essentially chatbots are very important for receiving more leads, feedback, customer support as well. Like if a customer really desperately needs help, you can just let them know that you are online and you are on standby. And if it's not something that you want to be like as automatic or as quick, you can just let them know that to send an email or a comment and you'll get back to them right away. So I think like I always use chats on websites when I'm on them just to see how the chat functions working. It's a good conversion method because people want to know that there's someone there ready to help them. Okay. So those are optional, of course, but definitely highly recommended because they increase conversions and social proof. And you get access to all of this on the free plan. So it's a 7-day free trial if you wanted. But there are free apps out there as well. It's just very hard to find an app that has social proof and chatbot capabilities, also email and lead scraping capabilities, and email sending capabilities. So it's like an all-in-one software for sales professionals who want to increase their conversions, essentially, and client list. Offer types. So here are 5 irresistible offers that you can present to a business owner. And the example here was advertising services, but you can, I don't know why I put advertising when I forgot that I had already done content marketing services, but you can still do the same thing, offer a free trial to the business owner and see how they like their experience. You can do performance-based pricing where this is mainly for ads, but you can still do performance-based with like writing content or social media management. But I wouldn't recommend it because those aren't necessarily high-yielding ROIs, like immediate ROIs, whereas with advertising it is like a more marketable, like you can create really good offers for ads because you can notice ROIs relatively quickly, or trends at least, to produce ROIs. And ROI would be just a return on the investment. Let's switch out this GIF here and let's do the minions. And then we'll do, you can do a discounted package deal for, let's say, the first 3 months or something, and then regular price afterwards, or the first month. You can also do free consultations, or what I used to do for when I received clients from YouTube and Instagram, I would do a personalized marketing plan. So I'd say, hey, like send me a message and I'll send you this personalized plan for your business. That'll include your target audience, any website audits as well. So that's what I'd send over to them. And these offers works really well. I would say with email marketing, performance-based pricing works the best because people love to get free things or have things done for them for free. But of course, this is like where you put your best foot forward and provide the best services possible so that they can remain on full-time. A marketing / content plan. Okay. So, wow, that was like quite a bit of talking. I'm sorry if it seemed a little bit boring. You know, I have to get all of the basics out of the way. I want to make sure that everyone understands exactly what to do, exactly how they're getting clients, and that they just know exactly what they're doing, okay? So, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me at support@widewebleads.com. And remember, you do get a 7-day free trial with Wide Web Leads just to see how you like it. And you can just use it to find leads and send emails initially, just to get your first couple clients. And then if you are super quick with it, 7 days at least, and you get your first client, definitely consider purchasing Wide Web Leads. It's only $99 per month, which I think is really, really affordable. Our competitor, Hunter.io, their plans are very limited and it starts at like $150 per month. So I feel our competitors are more limited, whereas we have more unlimited access to our software and more conversion capabilities. So that's why I believe you should choose us over them. All right. But we do have new updates coming as well, which would be like virtual assistants to help you with sending cold emails. So that would be just a more human automated standpoint where you'd have someone just set all of this up for you. And it's more of like a set it and forget it sort of thing. So that's coming soon. But for now, that is all. It is a 2-hour course. So I hope that you're able to learn a lot. And don't forget to also leave me questions in the comment section. I will respond there too. But if you have a more personal question, definitely email me. I will respond back immediately. Don't forget to join the Facebook group as well. I'll leave a link in the description box. Leave a link down below in the description box, as well as any other relevant links. Other links to the free softwares I've mentioned, like Mailtrack, Google, all of the Google products. And yeah, those are all free to use. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm done. I'm so thankful for you guys being here. And stay tuned for more tutorials, more cold email tutorials and ways to make your life a whole lot easier with cold outreach. And apart from that, I hope you have a great, wonderful day or evening or night or morning, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.